Happy Tuesday, I'm KHOU Meteorologist Kim Castro, and this is a look at your extended weather forecast. I'm going to just jump right into next week because that is when big changes are going to move into southeast Texas. Temperatures start dropping on Saturday night. By Sunday, we'll be in the 30s, and then temperatures continue to drop over the next few days. Next week, we could have multiple mornings where we're falling below freezing in the 20s even, and we could see a low that meets up with those freezing temperatures to give us a chance for a wintry mix. So the outlook for next week really across a majority of the country is below average for this time of year, with the exception of California, and that should last us through the remainder of the work week. It's a bit of a roller coaster forecast, so we are chilly right now. Temperatures in the 50s is below average for this time of year. We should be right around 63 degrees. We get closer to that on Thursday and then jump towards 70 degrees on Saturday, so that's well above normal, and that's it. Beyond Saturday afternoon, by Sunday night, that is when we start to see that front moving in and the big changes taking place. Notice those high temperatures. These are highs. Monday and Tuesday, barely getting out of the 30s, if they even do, putting 40 degrees for a high on Monday and just 39 on Tuesday. And those mornings are really going to hit you hard. Future track temperature show is waking up Monday morning will be in the 20s, 28 degrees in Houston, and these temperatures could continue to drop, by the way. So this is our first outlook into next week, and this is how cold we're expecting things to be at this point. Teens for the Panhandle all the way down to San Angelo, Austin 24 degrees, Dallas 20 degrees waking up Monday morning. So if there's any moisture in the mix, you know what that means. It's definitely cold enough to support winter weather. Where is this Arctic air coming from? The poles. It starts dropping into Canada by Thursday, and then the northern portion of the country by Friday. So that's a snapshot at Friday afternoon. You'll notice cold air in Montana along with snow, Idaho with cold air, Wyoming below freezing in the 20s, and that's starting to sink into Denver. It moves towards the Panhandle by Saturday morning, and by Sunday morning, the cold air is firmly in place in Houston. How about Monday? Temperatures still running very cold. 37 degrees. This isn't a morning low. This is in the afternoon, 2 o'clock, still in the 30s. And if we have any coastal moisture that moves in at the same time, that's where you get your potential for either a wintry mix, sleet, freezing rain, or the potential for snow. Both of the models, the American and the European, are putting that chance on the map. The time frame to watch next week is going to be Monday all the way through Wednesday night. It could even spill over into very early Thursday, but Monday to Wednesday for now is when we're going to be watching the potential for winter weather. Regardless, the models are also agreeing that it's going to be cold for a good long stretch. So if you didn't prepare your home this last go round, this particular blast of cold air is going to be even more significant. So this is the time to do it. What you should have on hand, Armaflex or fiberglass. This is good insulation for pipes. Pipe tape, also cheaper and works just as well. Make sure you've got that on hand. A faucet cover is something that you're going to need this time around. And just make sure that your home is set to a temperature that heats up not just your living spaces to make you comfortable, but also your pipes. Remember, if you just moved to Houston or you just recently bought a home, attic and wall spaces are not insulated, and so the pipes can get very susceptible to this cold air. So if you open up cabinets, that warm air that you're funneling into your living room filters into the piping as well and keeps it protected. Today we don't have to worry about it getting that cold, though it is still pretty chilly. Temperatures for the lunch hour managing to only bounce up into the upper 40s. The sunset time for tonight is 5:43, but we're really socked in with clouds, so you're not going to see a lot of sunshine to warm us up all that significantly. High temperature today for the Heights, 57 degrees, 57 for Montrose, so we're all staying in the 50s today. 59 for Meyerland, so wanting to get closer to 60. I don't think you're going to do that unless you see some breaks in the clouds, which I'm not expecting. 56 for Huntsville, so cloudy, cool. and maybe even an isolated sprinkle. I think that's going to be the exception, not the rule. And that's just because there's not a lot of saturation in the air. So a lot of the dew points are pretty low. We need the dew point to match the air temperature more closely for the clouds to produce some showers. So I think we stay pretty dry today. If you do see a sprinkle, I think your highest likelihood is going to be for this evening, 7 to 8 o'clock, in case you're on the road. Maybe you catch a couple of those sprinkles on your windshield. And then tomorrow's rain chance does go up because there's a coastal low. So there's an actual force to lift up moisture and drop it down tomorrow. That starts in the morning and makes its way towards the I-10 corridor by the afternoon. So I think this is pretty manageable rain here, maybe half an inch for the spots that do get the rain, and then it moves out and clears away for our Thursday. So tomorrow's high temperature, 52. With that rain chance, it'll be cold, it'll be wet, not all that enjoyable. Thursday, sunshine is back. That high temperature makes it up to 64 degrees. And then Friday, we continue to warm up, 67. Your high temperature on Saturday, even warmer, 70 degrees. Very different from Kansas City, whose high temperature will be 30. And that is where our Texans are playing, but we will feel their cold chill ourselves, because by Sunday, after this Arctic front passes through, we'll be in the 30s too. Waking up Sunday morning, 38 degrees, the Chevron Houston Marathon. Oh, you're going to have to bundle up if you're running it. By the time the marathon runners are done with the race, 46 degrees, that they're going to have to battle this really stubborn north breeze, sustained at 15 to 20 miles an hour, gusting to 30. Yeah, so that's going to make it feel even colder than the actual air temperature reflects. So if you know somebody that's running it, warn them about the wind, because that's not going to be very pleasant. At least there are no showers, though, that we're tracking on Sunday. Your 7-day forecast looks like this. So 30% rain chance for tomorrow, another one on Saturday, and then behind it, bitterly cold air. Breezy Sunday, and then temperatures dropping into the 20s for Monday morning.